Let us retrace the main events in the audio frequency circuit. The microphone brings about a pulsating direct current. The transformer changes this to an alternating current. Vacuum tubes amplify this alternating current, which then goes to the modulator.
Molecules containing more than one atom can rotate and vibrate. Sometimes vibration is simple in form. We can see that each vibrational mode has a different frequency, and all of the patterns of vibration may be different. Each of the vibrations is a simple harmonic motion.
The same peaked wave triggers a pulse-forming circuit, which creates a new waveform, pulses with flat tops. Notice that throughout these changes, the exact subdivisions of our second and time have not been lost. We still have precisely the same number of positive peaks per second.
Pulsating direct current. Pulsating direct current.
If the sine wave's frequency is 1,000 cycles a second, we have actually divided 1 second into 1,000 equal parts. But in this sine wave, it's impossible to tell where each thousandth of a second begins and ends. That's why it's changed into this, a peaked wave.
All right, give me 1 second as I try to figure out exactly how this is supposed to work. There we go. Guys, I am back for the first time in 2026 on this channel. Introducing myself, I'm the Dumble whose door is always open. Gandalf at the gray of the white because I'm all black. Jordy LaForge, Captain Diz Enterprise. The Swag King with the crown. Shout out to Dad Gang. The long lost homie of Zach Morris and AC Slater since y'all got jokes. Sweet Chocolate Jesus as proclaimed by Roman of the Empire himself. And the man running up the chimney because he wants all the smoke. I'm Left Eye E.G.O. I am joined today by my toy collecting brother in arms. We share all of the joys and highs of getting that pre-sale order action figure and all the lows and despair of being sold out because Todd McFarlane sent out the email 30 minutes after it went live. Roman of the Empire. How are you doing?
I am well. Thanks for having me today. I'm looking forward to this. I've got some stuff that I've had been hanging on to since Christmas.
Yes.
And then my local shop, it's a record store / consignment shop. So she has a whole front of the store is records and the back of the store is consignment stuff. But she got a whole ton of sci-fi stuff in. And I'm talking about East County Vinyl or the Consignment Shack for those of you in the San Diego area. But she got a whole ton of sci-fi stuff in. So I went back there and I'm like, and I acquired a little bit of it. So I'm going to be showing that stuff off today too. So
Nice. Last but not certainly least, the man that knows damn near all things wrestling, as he has schooled me week in and week out. On Wednesday night, it's overbooked. Live at Wednesday is at 8 p.m. Central on JV's channel. And the man that is going to be insufferable as hell if the Patriots wind up going to the Super Bowl. Joker's voice. How are you doing, sir?
Well, the fact that Bo Nix is out has definitely upped our chances. Horrible injury, but you know, you take what you can get. And yes, I need to file a formal complaint with your HR department here. This is like the fourth time I've been on your channel. I'm still not in the opening montage, and
I do have to put you on the montage. Okay.
And there's no reference to me in your little opening monologue. I mean, where's the love here?
Where's having monologue envy right now? So I don't know if there's a treatment for that.
You probably earned that much. I didn't double check my info and make sure you're on them from here on out. Want to start with some housekeeping before we begin. If you are a collector of anything, action figures, figurines, dolls, does not matter. If you have someone that is in your life that is special to you, that watches TV, do not have them watch this show. Don't. This is called Junk or Jackpot. It is an HBO show. Dear. Yeah, so it's where people are trying to figure out what to do with the space in their apartment or house because their partner or spouse has too many insert this collection. All right. Now, the job of
that is terrible.
The job of the guy that's in the designer clothing here, he's supposed to figure out how much your collection is worth, sell it so that with the money that you get, you can make.
Oh my God!
Yes. And so
the show is evil. The show is evil.
Yes, I like. It sounded great on paper when I saw like this guy, he sold like 7 pinball machines. Why he had these in an apartment, I don't know, but they were collectibles. He sold 7 pinball machines. He sold the original poster for what was it? Snow White, I think 1942. Yeah, he sold that at auction.
I don't like that guy.
Yeah, I was like, so they made it. He made it like, oh, so I'll incorporate, your figurines into the house. So like, I'll build you this, this wall and put holes in it so we can put them up so they're displayable. But I was just like, this is nothing a storage room couldn't fix, or a divorce should you need to do it. Both options were open to me because there's no way I could have this happen. I'm just letting y'all know if anyone says, "Hey, I want to watch this show," get rid of that person.
Anyone who does watch this show or gets told, "Oh, we're going to be on an episode of blah blah blah," your divorce papers incoming.
Yes, you might as well. Yeah, just if anything, watch it as a cautionary tale because those are toxic relationships. That's a true one. But anyway, Shiwal, thanks for joining us. Abomination AJ, saw your stream earlier today. Thank you for joining in. Yes, you are. Like I said, we're going to make this short so that both JV and I can catch up on some Raw. I didn't know that they were filming in the UK today. I had no idea. That was not Martin Luther King's dream at all. So for kicking it to start off, Roman, what do you got, man?
All right, we'll start off with that. We'll start off with a heavy hitter this morning. This is the Marvel Legends.
Oh yeah,
World War II Wolverine.
Oh wow,
so
very nice.
This one came out, and I was in I had a bunch of things on order, and I had to cut most of them. But this one was like, no, I have to get this one. Nice little bit of artwork on the back.
Very cool.
And a little story in multiple languages because you have to do that. But standard packaging, all the usual bullshit. You know what, E.G.O, you know what I realized about the Marvel Legends figures that I hadn't in the past? Because I broke the stuff out earlier to do my pre-unpacking, which we kind of have to do. So otherwise you got, plastic that's flying everywhere where I'm doing this.
Yeah.
What Marvel does not do the DC, the McFarlane thing. He's not bound in there with 47 small pieces of plastic. Bro is just no big deal, no fuss, no muss. It's just
It's
like,
just in there.
They might just want to be able
That's
to
all
take
you
this out of the box. So I was like, thank you, Marvel Legends, for being so kind and not hating your customers. Like the McFarlane people hate their customers like so hard.
They do.
All right, so I'm getting him out. I'm going to show you the box or the stuff that comes with here first. We'll take a quick look at that. Comes with a separate Logan head, just kind of a plain dour-faced Logan. I'm not going to put that thing on there. The clawed hands, of course. I'll probably put one of those on. Machine gun, another fist, a kind of satchel for whatnot, and a knife, which seems redundant given that it is Wolverine. Just throwing that out there. So let's take a look at the figure himself.
That's very nice.
Like I said, this was cool looking. I saw it advertised a while back, and I was like, I am getting this. Let me see if this helmet comes off. Okay, it does not. I can pull his head off, but the helmet itself is just kind of part of the head. That's no big deal. That's fine. Let's see what kind of hands do we? Let me pull a. Where's the machine gun? Here's the machine gun.
That's a nice hat, Roman.
Oh, thank you. This is my my son. A couple weekends ago, I took him over to Idaho State, and we got him
Boise
set up
State,
in his townhome, or Boise State, not Idaho State. Boise State.
Big difference.
Boise State.
Big difference.
And yeah, he's going to school there. He is in political science. He's going to be a political science major. He is going in as a junior. All right, gave him a gun. I'm going to do one quick other change out. Going to do a quick change out here. So I want to give him a clawed hand. Bob Gold. Hello, Bobby. Always good to see Bobby.
That's smart.
So going to do the pop off of the hand. Man, hopefully nothing snaps off. Nope, nice clean out. It's always a risk, kids. Same thing when you're putting it in. You can snap that joint off, and
too many jokes.
Bad things happen. So this is more along the lines of the way this is going to be displayed.
That's awesome.
Focus That's cool. A little bit better. There we go.
That's amazing.
But yeah, like I said, it comes with a lot of good little bits and pieces. I'll throw the satchel on. I mean, I think he's got a holster for the knife here on the. Like I said, again, redundancy, but it's fine. A holster for the knife on his boot. But it's a really neat figure. This is like very, very different than every other Wolverine figure I have in my collection, and I have several. This is probably my 8th or 9th Wolverine.
Dang.
Just because I like the character so much. I mean, he's just such an interesting character. So
that's awesome.
There we go. That is the Hasbro Plus. Hasbro does a good job. They're like the opposite of Mattel. Even though they're 6-inch scale figures, they do a good job with their figures. So this was a big win. There was a whole bunch of other figures in this line, but to me, this was easily the most interesting. And so, like I said, this one is going to be heading over to the Wolverine bin in that thing back there. So
nice, man. Honestly, when they wouldn't do their legends right, they do them right. Guys, we're making fun of Mattel because Mattel will be taking over DC's line at probably the midpoint of this year. It's gonna be trash. It's gonna be awful. And they're gonna be 6 inches. So it's like they're not even gonna be to scale with the McFarlane action figure. So it's gonna be a wash.
Unless you hate your McFarlane action figures, there's no reason to buy anything Mattel's going to be putting out because
there is not at all.
It's not the right scale. You're screwing it up right from the gate, and people are not going to want to replace their figures because Mattel did not do a good job last time they had the line. I have no reason to suspect they're going to do a good time. Good.
You've been hanging on me a little too much.
I got so mad in my brain.
We'll leave that up on Jamie, what do you got, man?
Okay, so as I stated earlier on the chat that I am missing Monday Night Raw right now. It's being filmed over in the UK right now. But there is a couple little things that I wanted to show before I close out my Doctor Who collection of Funko Pops. Now, the last time I was on the show, I had mentioned I had gone to my Target and I had seen a Funko Pop that I'm like, oh, I need that. So I went back the very next day and got Little Miss E.O. Sky. Now, this is definitely from her. This is definitely more from her damage control run when she was a heel. But I like the little detail of her braids right here, and her costuming as when she was doing the damage control, her heel run, she wore a lot more darker colors. So this definitely goes along with that. And then something from Mr. Left Eye E.G.O. Now, ever since E.G.O has joined the crew at Wednesday Nights Overbooked, he has been exposed and the wonder of a certain wrestler named Phil Brooks, otherwise known to the rest of the world as CM Punk. Now, in 2011, CM Punk did something that changed the world of wrestling forever, called the Pipe Bomb. It was out here in Las Vegas, where he cuts a promo sitting up on the ramp and cuts a promo on John Cena. And Funko did a thing that immortalized that moment. This is the CM Punk Pipe Bomb. When he cut the pipe bomb, he was wearing a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt. I don't know if you can see that, but yes, this is a Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt. The detail on that. Punk has X's on his wrist wrapping, so they got the X's on that. His tattoos, they don't have the Pepsi tattoo on this arm, probably for licensing. That's just my guess. But also even on the back, the back of the Stone Cold shirt that he had on. So that's something that E.G.O sent to me, and I'm like, well, thank you, E.G.O. I am glad that I have been a part of your journey into the world of learning more about professional wrestling, which E.G.O has said he has loved me ever since this day, and has loved every moment of it. Haven't you?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I had to call JV up and curse him out on Saturday. He's like, why? I said, now I have to explain to some people why a wrestler that I absolutely loved about a year ago, I cannot stand, and I cannot stand when people push her and say she's great. And I'm like, hey, she's out here hurting people. And then I have to get into arguments about people that were fans of the same person that I was fans of a year ago. But now because of JV, I got to be like, hey, she's not that great. So yeah, I cursed him out, but I said, hey, I'll see you Monday. Like that's been the relationship since I know this guy. Okay, it's been rough.
It's kind of a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It really is. Anyway, guys, for me, I got two old school themes and one that's going to be very new school. And it was a birthday gift for my lovely, very pregnant wife, Shiro. First off, we're kicking it old school with Mortal Kombat's Raiden.
Love it.
Nice. Yeah. So again, it comes in the box with the actual intro on it for him. So I think the thing they're doing is with these is, again, just like yours. No, I had to actually snap these off on here, but I mean, it sits in the box well enough so that you shouldn't need it. So I think what they're trying to do with these, with this sample pack, is to make it very simple because they're going with classic. There aren't any like extra lightning bolts or anything that go with this. I mean, detail is great. You can kind of see like the gradations here in the chest pad on here. It's done pretty well. Got the lightning bolt eyes, which is basically just a little bit of paint that's put over them. The joints are a little bit stiff, but I think for the way you're going to want to pose these, yes. For the way you're going to want to pose these, you might not need the joints to be a little bit too loose. So it looks pretty good there. Came with an extra set of hands and the actual stand on here. So if you want to do like the reading,
figure, dude?
I think it's the 7-inch on these.
That's 7-inch.
Yeah, about the 7-inch. Because I'm trying to figure out if this is affiliated with McFarlane or not. I'm not sure. I just know that it's McFarlane. Yeah, so it's 7-inch.
Okay, yeah, 7-inch.
Yeah, so the only thing with these is like these were about like $25-$30, which for if you played Mortal Kombat 1 is reasonable enough. It's just it doesn't come with any like lightning bolts or any effects like that. I know that right after I bought this, the 2-pack with I forget who it was with. I think it might have been Reptile. So it was Reptile and Raiden. It had Raiden with the actual like lightning that would go over his hand, and Reptile had the actual reptile head that came with him. So I think they're doing it just like they would with any other McFarlane toy. it's a dual tiered system when you buy these. For just wanting the Mortal Kombat 1 and maybe 2 action figures, it'll work. Like, I'm honestly waiting to see what they're going to do with Baraka or even Jax at this point. So, I mean, it seems like they're slow rolling them, but I mean, they've got to pick up production before Mortal Kombat 2 drops, I think, in the summer. So, by that time, I'm hoping the entire line is out, because I mean, we're still missing Sonya Blade. We're still missing, Johnny Cage. There's quite a few that they're missing, even for Mortal Kombat 1. So hopefully they get them before the movie comes out or close to it. All right. Roman, sir, you are up next.
I'm going to do a quick run through of just, I got a little grouping here, and I'm not actually going to open these though, just so to be warned, but I wanted to show them off because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them yet. So that's why I'm not going to open these yet. Gotcha. So it's a quick line of the Star Trek toys. So here we have Divina as the Green Orion animal woman from the episode The Menagerie.
Yes.
Great figure. This was actually a gift from my in-laws. So I'd mentioned that I wanted to pick up one of these, and they got it for me. So there's Vina. My daughter got me this. It's all the same line, though. It's kind of crazy. She got me Serac.
Yeah.
Ambassador Serac. Nice. So this is the next gen version of Serac. If you'll remember from he had Benzine syndrome and he mind melded with Picard to try to offset it. But another cool one. This I got at the store. The next two are the ones that I picked up at the store. Edith Keeler from the episode. God, help my brain, Joker.
You're asking the wrong guy.
City on the Edge of Forever. This is the one where they went back in time. Joan Collins played her in the episode.
Okay.
And because McCoy went back, saved her life, screwed up the entire timeline because she was a bit of a pacifist and prevented us from going into World War II when we needed to. And the Federation never formed. The Nazis won the war. All because of this broad right here, Edith Keeler. And then another one from the Menagerie. The Telosian.
Yes.
Weird little dudes, big heads, can make big you brains. See and feel whatever they want to, essentially. So, and they're little guys. They're like 4 foot. They're very small, but they got these big giant noggins with. You can see the picture as well.
Really big brain power.
It helps. Sorry about all the glare. That's all part of the experience, folks. So, I'm pretty happy with these. Like I said, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but I do have a nice little grouping of them. And I'll figure out, probably going to hang them on the wall back there.
That's fair. I was going to say, do you have any that remained unopened the entire time that you had them, or have you had that yet?
I have one figure, that I still never unboxed. It's a red suit Daredevil. And I've never unboxed him. I know. I've got a black and yellow suit Daredevil that I did unbox. In my Defenders group, but I never unboxed my red Daredevil.
Okay, all right. I just want to check that out because I only have maybe one that I haven't unboxed too, but it's because I have no place to put it so far. But yeah, okay. JV, good sir, which Funko Pop we looking at now?
Well, we're gonna begin the end of the Doctor Who wing of the Joker Voices Funko Pop collection, and one of the final companions that I have. We've seen her interacting with the 10th Doctor, a lot with the 11th Doctor, and also the 12th Doctor. She is a very interesting tale, and that is River Song.
I love River Song so much.
Dr. River Song, if we're going to be correct. So if we come up close, she has her gun here, which I'm not a big fan of that, but if you look and see right here on her hip, she does have her sonic screwdriver. Now she's also got the time the manipulator from Captain Jack Harkness here. She is an interesting character because we don't see her a lot, because she is also she's a doctor of archaeology, but she's basically a cosmic criminal now.
What?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
And she is the doctor's wife.
Oh.
And to top it all off, she is also the daughter of the companions for the 11th Doctor, that is Rory and Amy Pond. It's a weird, very convoluted tale. It all gets explained in the episode. I believe it's called when a good man goes to war. And yeah, River Song is definitely a fun character and kind of where we got the term spoilers coming into play.
Yep.
And as I said, she is the wife of the 11th Doctor, and that is Matt Smith right here. Now, this is from the beginning of the final episode of Matt Smith. He's wearing his purple. He's got his little wavy hair.
Handles.
And he's handles right here. This is this is significant because we're going to talk about something in just a bit. This final episode, Roman and I have talked about it numerous times. If you're a Doctor Who fan, this just rips at your heartstrings right at the end. Now, Handles is part of a race called the Cybermen. And this is where Cyberman. Now, the Cybermen have gone through a few evolutions. This is the current look of the Cybermen. Think of the Borg. I guess is the best way to sum them up in a nutshell. You get assimilated. They're a race that more or less, instead of efficiency, they look to elegance, as they are a very sleek designed race of cyborgs, basically. So this is the Cybermen, and this goes back to classic Doctor Who as well. So they have been around for 50 plus years.
Oh, okay.
And I do like that new design. I mean, that is my favorite of the old Mondasian Cybermen were really kind of wonky and freaky looking. I mean, that's where it started. So you have to give it, props for that. But the new Cyberman design is my favorite. I like that certainly better than even the 80s version.
Yes.
Interesting. Agreed. So they've basically gone that many evolutions since the show's been on, like with all the so they've always just kind of been around. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, the Daleks have pretty much remained the Daleks. The Cybermen have had significant changes.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense, sir.
A little Doctor Who inside for the toy collectors.
All right. So keeping up with old school, a buddy that lives in Philly, who's only an hour ahead of me, he acts like every time he calls me, it's from the future, which is hilarious. Not gonna lie. So what he actually wound up getting me right before Christmas to keep in that tradition of calling me from the future is Back to the Future.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so, I mean, honestly, this is better than I thought it was going to be. Like, this is supposed to be part 1 Back to the Future. So, very heavily detailed on this.
That's good. Is that the NECA? That's a NECA thing, yeah?
I believe it is.
They're the ones that do most of those. They always do a really nice job.
I mean,
yeah, man.
Heavily detailed. I mean, like it, and I think this is part rubber on here, so this actually kind of moves, so it actually makes it look like it's the puffer jacket feel on there.
He's in the Navy because he's wearing a life preserver.
And let me see what else they gave me here. Not to try to pop all these out, but they gave me like the video camera that he has when he's recording Doc. The
Libyans, right? The Libyans.
The Libyans.
I've got the electric guitar, the sunglasses, the backpack, the actual skateboard.
The Volterra skateboard. Volterra, which a lot of folks, that was their first skateboard, was sold at was sold at Rice Club. If you were a skater in the 80s and that was your first board, you went through it pretty quick. That thing would break if you looked at it wrong.
Really?
Yes,
yeah, definitely got it on here. I mean, it honestly, just having this makes me want to see what the actual one would look like if I got the one from part 2 with the hoverboard on it. But I mean, I guess the thing for me that's going to be the most fun is see if I can actually recreate these poses.
Oh, yeah.
It's heavily articulated because even with the hands they give you are supposed to be built for the guitar too. So if he's doing like a bar, so he's doing a bar chord on here, like you can use either one of these two hands to actually do that with the guitar. So, I mean, heavily articulated. I think this is maybe $40 at the most. So, I mean, it surprised me that you're getting that much articulation, that much heavy detailed for, anywhere less than $60 to $70, because something like this, I would expect to cost way more than what it did. So I am firmly looking forward to getting a great pose out of these. Joints are actually, that's as far as I'm going to go.
You don't want to have the arms pop off on TV.
I'm too afraid to do this more than here. So it's like I said, it barely moves at the joints on here. So I have to figure a way to kind of soften the stiff joints up a little bit. But I'm not going to do that. There's no way I can get around that, JV.
Oh my!
Ooh,
just saying.
Oh man, don't follow me like this. I'm trying, he's got weird hips, man. He's got weird big hips. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where to have
too many jokes.
Damn it, Roman, man, you're up, dude.
That was unexpected. All right, so I'm gonna go. Where is it? On the other side here. I've got some other Star Trek stuff, but we're gonna go back to the Marvel Legends stuff, and this is the Punisher Nick Fury 2-pack from the game.
Nice.
But these figures came with just a lot of stuff. I really like this version of Punisher. It's white boots Punisher, and this is not in shield gear Nick Fury. So let's take. I haven't even opened this one up yet. I did break the tape off earlier. That was about it. As I did inspect it, and again, it looks like the good people at Hasbro Plus appreciate their customers enough to not lock down the figures like you are in some kind of third-rate prison system. So here we have it, and hopefully you can see all this and none of it falls out. I'll do my best here. So you get the figures. They come with a big bunch of money in a suitcase. Looks like an M15 or M16, little explosion stuff. Punisher gets a bat. There's also, I think there's like an Uzi. Yeah, there's a couple of other guns in here, little smaller guns, a little bit harder to see in the mix. A couple of handguns. There's an Uzi.
Wow.
It looks like a grenade as well. Punisher gets 2 heads. I'm gonna put the other head, the angry face on him, just because that to me is more Punisher-y. So I'm gonna pop Nick out here first.
I just like the fact that that the Frank is in his go-go boots.
Yes, and you don't get that. I mean, this is the only one I've seen with that. Usually, it's just they want to make it all clean looking, but they so Nick's got he's got his gun in his shoulder holster. Lots of belt stuff going on. It looks like there's a place for knives on the side there. I don't think that's a gun. Is that a gun holster? It may be. No, that's a gun holster. It's another gun holster. So he's got Nick's got all kinds of places for guns.
But that doesn't look like Samuel L. Jackson, though.
Oddly enough, no. Before they changed the character, he started off looking much like this Nick Fury.
A little more David Hasselhoff than Nick.
A little more Hasselhoff.
Yes.
And if you'll remember, Nick Fury didn't start off as Agent Fury or Director Fury. He was Sergeant Fury, a World War II soldier. So that his history is pretty interesting if you want to delve back into the lore. They didn't change him to Samuel L. Jackson until the Ultimates comic book series. Actually, and he was designed very specifically in that comic book series after Samuel L. Jackson. So here we have Nick Castle, the Punisher.
Frank Castle.
Nick Castle. I'm sorry, I'm combining characters. Also has a holster on the side there.
And the
has this
go-go
little
boots.
chest thing going on. There's really nothing you can do with that. It's just kind of there. I'm going to rip this head off real fast because I don't like this head. So head pops off. Drop it in there. I'm going to make
Violent show.
Yep. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. I almost lost it. Almost lost the head. Okay, pop the new head on. Sometimes these heads do not go on as well. So I need a satisfying click here, and I'm not getting it. Nope. It might be because it's cold. I might have to heat up the mother.
Wait, that's really a thing?
Yeah, there it goes. There it goes.
Okay, cool.
Whew. Sorry, that was no one wanted to see any of that. But I like I like that head far better than the kind of nonchalant looking Frank. Just like, whatever, Frank. So I wanted a more violent Frank. And the weapons are taped in here. Can I pop some of these things off? Yeah, I can real fast. Sorry. Try and eat up valuable time. I could have done this earlier, but I didn't realize that the weapons were taped in. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, I'm not going to put the weapons on right now because I'd have to pull off all the hands and stuff too. And I don't want to take up that much time doing all that stuff. But like I said, the boots are a big sell. The costume is comic book accurate. This is and like I said, I like this head sculpt a lot.
Yeah.
A little 5 o'clock shadow going on. Angry grin, messed up hair. He's looking pretty pissed off. Like he is going to go beat a bad guy to death, which is kind of his MO. He is the Punisher. He's not a nice guy. He is more. He borders on the. He is the anti-hero that you understand. So, but that's the 2-pack. You got Frank and you got Nick. And this is it was about $60 for this set, so it wasn't cheap.
I mean, yeah,
but
good.
It's well 2 figures, and these are not common. These are more uncommon than most figures are. And you get a whole bunch of stuff with them, which is also pretty cool.
I'm just saying from a tactical standpoint. I mean, you're gonna be washing blood off of those boots a lot. I mean,
white is a little difficult to work with. It's true.
I'm just saying. Did we lose?
We lost E.G.O.
Uh-oh.
Well, while E.G.O's off E.G.O-ing, I can swap out some hand stuff while we're waiting for him to come back. I guess I'm going to try to. While they don't lock the stuff in, they really do make them hard to get out. So let's see. Pop off a hand here. Throw it in the box. These are coming out pretty easy. That head was a little much to get back on though. So he comes with 3 different sets of hands. He's got like a hand pointing and stuff too. I don't really care about that. I'm trying to find the machine gun that I put down earlier, and it's over here, of course. So you can give him a machine gun. He does have a trigger finger, which is nice. And you're an idiot and you drop the toy because you're not very talented at anything in your life. Sorry. That was a little internal monologue coming out there, kids. So there we go. Okay, so Frank Castle with M16. And actually, it's got these little sidearms here. Like I said, they come with 2 different handguns, which are, of course, taped in so that they can survive a nuclear explosion in the event that. So I'm going to give this is just a regular. Probably it's either a 9mm or 45, probably a 45 given the era. That is what Nick is going to get in his holster. So on the side there, pretty good. And then Frank is going to get, I don't know what this gun is. It's a little more interesting looking than the other gun was. Actually, this might be Nick's gun now that I'm looking at it. I think this is actually Nick's gun. I think that's his. So I'm going to swap that up. I'm going to give him the one. But it's great that they each get a holster and you get these guns. So you have somewhere to put them. They're not just kind of randomly thrown into the mix. There we go. That can go in there. Yeah, and it does actually, it comes out the bottom of the holster just a little bit. So that actually fits in that holster perfectly. And then Frank has the smaller holster on his side. And then this should just slide right into that. And it does. So fits perfectly. We can explore a little bit. Like I said, Ego wandered off. I don't know what happened to Ego. Knows what's happened to Ego. We're a little worried. We may have to put him on a milk carton soon,
maybe
to figure out what's going on here. So I'm going to open this up too. I'm going to get the. This looks like this is the standard size Uzi. This is not a mini. So standard size Uzi, and I'm going to let Nick have that. And it does have an extended magazine on there for those of you that are into such things, because it's important. The extended magazine, it serves a purpose. That's not reloading every couple of shots. There he is. He's back. Our man is back.
Sorry about that, guys. I apologize.
We don't need the milk carton. We do not need the milk carton. But there's Nick with the Uzi and with his sidearm on there as well. So like I said, just starting to add the bits and pieces of these figures. I'm not even sure where I'm going to put these guys yet, because many of you know I am out of room.
Sorry, guys. I finally found out where the main water shutoff is. It was buried beneath 2 inches of dirt. 6 inches away from one of the other water lines. So yeah, that's why I had to see where it was, so I can actually do the home repairs that I need to do without flooding the house.
That's important. Not flooding the house goes a long way. Sir?
Roman, apparently, according to RR2 in the chat, you basically saved this entire stream here.
It's the extended. Yeah. No. It's not a clip. It's not like an extended magazine. Know your terms. Know your terms.
JP man, you're up, dude.
Okay, so to close out Doctor Who, I've got some antagonists. Now, Doctor Who gave us one of the cutest antagonists of all. Now, normally, if I give the term adipose, you think fat. Well, this is kind of close because we have the adipose.
Oh, you got a big one.
So
that'd be a better way to say that.
Right, exactly. So this is a replicating space race that is just adorable. They're cute, but they were being governed by kind of a nanny from hell, basically. This trying to use this to take over the world by making the entire world fat.
Fat.
R2, thank you very much. I did not need to know that. But thank you, sir. That is.
Oh my!
Now this in this episode here, this is the reuniting of the 10th Doctor with Donna Noble, played by Catherine Tate. You did, Arthur. You did. So this is a fun little. Not a lot of folks have this. Again, saw him, and I'm like, oh, I must have this. This is just too cute not to have. Now, the other two antagonists I have are not as cute. Now, if you've come across a Comic-Con or something, and you see somebody with hash marks self-written on their arms and whatnot, it is because they have encountered the silence.
I love the silence.
Oh,
they were one of my favorite enemies because they were so freaky.
Yes. So the silence, you will, if you see them, you see them. But the minute you look away, you forget that they were ever there. So when people encounter the silence, they start taking hash marks. Say, okay, this is actually happening. This is actually happening. And they're actually quite a powerful adversary, as I believe they were trying to consume the core of the TARDIS. If I'm correct, Roman, it's been a while since I watched an episode with the silence. But they are dressed in black in their little suits, and they don't speak. They make this weird clicking breathing sound.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I would say they are this, like, just one for one, they are the scariest villain the Doctor has faced. Them and the Weeping Angels. It's for me. It's like that's the face off as far as just general scary goes.
Funny you should say that, Roman, because a lot of folks did not. A lot of folks gave showrunner Stephen Moffat a lot of crap. They did not like some of his direction. But one thing you cannot say is that he gave us one of the greatest Who villains of all time.
Yeah,
and that is the Weeping Angels.
What is that?
The Weeping Angels. These are stone characters. These characters look like a stone statue, which at first you will see them, and they will just have their eyes covered like this.
Oh my God, that's creepy. Okay.
If you look away, they get closer. You look away, they get closer. You look away, they get closer until they touch you, and you are then sucked into, and then they feed off of your time energy.
Good God.
That's how you die from them. So, but they cannot move if they are being seen. So a lot of folks, you will have like a lot of times you'll see folks with the reflective like mirrors or glass or windows or something around them. So they will then stay locked where they are. And the closer they get to you, the more menacing their face gets.
That's pretty cool. Those are cool villains. Are they both reoccurring?
Yes.
Or just like a one-off? Oh, that's cool.
No.
Okay.
There is an entire episode where they get introduced, and it is one of the freakiest episodes. It's called Blink. Don't blink. Because even if you take your eyes off of them for a second, they move at a quantum level. So you blink and they could be like right up on you. That's how fast.
Oh no. Okay. That's a cool villain.
So Roman, if you want to expand on the Angels, please go for it.
That's a cool concept.
Oh no, I mean that was I don't remember the name of the episode. It might have been Angels of Manhattan. Is that the one with the basement scene?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're in an apartment building, and they go down into the basement, and the angel statues are down there, and
chained
then
up.
The light goes out,
right?
And they light a match, and they're all right there. It's the angels are another. Doctor Who, Moffat in particular, did a very good job of incorporating horror elements into these characters. The Silents were because their appearance is very repellent. They don't, and because they're dressed in the black suit, but they're real gangly looking things, and they got the big misshapen head, and they pop up a couple of times. The angels show up more times than the Silents. But the nice thing is they didn't overuse them as an enemy, because the primary enemies are still like the Cybermen, the Daleks, of course, are like your big bad guys, the Master, but that's a reoccurring changing face character. But as far as used well, it's like if if they had used the Borg properly in Star Trek and didn't overuse them, that's the kind of villains these are. Scary, and when they show up, you're like, so.
And also in the Angels Take Manhattan. Angels Take Manhattan. That was the last episode where we saw Rory and Amy Pond.
Yep.
A angel takes Rory. So they're looking at the angel, and the angel is pointing right at them, and Amy is telling River Song, be a good girl, because this is her daughter. Take care of him. I'm going to be with Rory. And Matt Smith is just losing it, because this is his ride it or die, his best friend. And he's like, no, you can't. And then Amy goes, Raggedy Man, turns around and says goodbye. And then she vanishes, and there's the angel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, heavy stuff. Like I said, Moffat when he was gold.
Yeah.
Dang, Okay, I need to check. I'll check those out, especially the angels. That's a very interesting concept. I had not even heard of that. That looks creepy enough as it is. I'd be in on that. I'll watch that season. That season I can watch. Closing out things on my end, I actually got one of my holy grails over Christmas / my birthday.
Nice.
Because my birthday is the day after Christmas, and so my wife Shiro is awesome for this.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't even think she was gonna do this, let alone because it was a Mayfex, and I was like, hey, it'll be okay. Like I really didn't need anything, honestly. She's giving me everything, from this room, a lot of stuff. But she outdid herself with this by getting me a John Wick and Mayfex.
Wow.
Yeah, I was blown away, man. Yeah, I was more than stunned when she got this. I mean, first of all, it winds up coming out with the double plastic. You can actually just pull apart.
Nice,
I think, which is a great alternative to actually just having to, untie things like a hostage negotiator.
Yes, I hate
with McFarlane toys.
The hostage.
I forgot this was still taped to it, but I'm struggling with this, but you'll see why. This is actually really cool. These are all just the hands.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
that's a lot of hands.
That's a lot of hands. And if you look at it, I'm trying to figure out how they have it on here, because some of them are actually missing the ring finger that he lost. So he cuts his own finger off in the third one. Some of these are actually missing that finger. I just gotta find.
That's.
So I mean, when I undo this here, 1 second, very delicate here. So we came with an extra John Wick head. We've got the Benelli M4 with the actual shotgun round that's outside of it to look like he's trying to load it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I got that detail on there. We've got the katana that he fought the twins with towards the end. So if I can get it on here, it might be as close as I can get. That's probably, there we go. Katana blade, which was nice. We've got the, let me see if I got it here. Yeah, the hand where he's saying he's Romanowski. So when he's actually trying to make the bargain to punch his ticket, that came on there with there. We've got this is the Combat Master, which is basically just a tricked out Glock 34. And the one I was looking for is, this is actually pretty cool too, the way it came, which was the it's the 11.5-inch, I think 5.56 on here, but it's actually got a strap. So I can actually put this around his shoulder so I can have the other guns on there without taking up too much space for the hands. And there's also the STI or staccato double stack 9mm. As far as extra head on here that came with it, I've got that. So I've got the face sculpt is fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Damn near flawless.
Whoa.
And it also came with the extra head, which I think is more, I guess it's supposed to be somewhat looking more battle tested. If I give it a look, I can't really tell that much of a difference on. I think one's just got more battle scarring than the other on there. As far as like the joints, it's actually very flexible on this one. Not bad at all.
He's not stiff.
Not stiff. Quite flaccid.
Apparently, well then that's probably because he's not around the ballerina.
Hey, the belt that he used to fight the twins is also here.
Nice. Wow. Mathematics, man. They go all out.
I mean, yeah, even I think it's the Romanowski book is here too. So I mean, this came with everything. I mean, for the price tag, you're
come
thinking,
with a dead puppy.
Hey, yeah. Oh no. That's why I went with 3. One would have been too much. One was too much.
Wow.
One was too much. One was way too much.
Too soon, sir. Too soon.
The cool thing about this, Roman, I followed your advice. I bought the weapons pack from McFarlane and a diorama. So check this out. Hold on. I'm gonna do this for the next video I probably make will be this, but I actually did this
Oh,
with it now
nice,
too,
dude.
with the diorama. And these aren't even the guns that came with the John Wick. So I'm gonna put John Wick basically in the foreground. This will be in the background on there. But yeah, you were absolutely right about the weapons pack. It's awesome. So I'm so excited about this one for the next video, and I could not wait to show this with y'all and join in so y'all can actually see what I got. But
Cool.
but yeah, it's pretty much wrapping up. I knew I should have said staccato. When I said STR, I'd be like, that's interesting. Anyway, but yeah, guys,
those are all on HBO right now.
This.
John Wick 1 through 3 are on HBO. For those of you who haven't seen John Wick 1 through 3,
see, I can't get rid of the HBO account now. I mean, that's probably taking for that awful TV show about selling your collectibles. They have to make up for it. But
someone has. Because that's not cool.
That's not cool at all. So, JV, sir, what do you have coming up with you this week?
Well, if you didn't know, we are on the road to the Royal Rumble. We are about a little less than 2 weeks away. We'll be talking about that on Wednesday Night is Overbooked, where we will go to fantasy book. If we had the pen, how would we book the women's Royal Rumble match? Also, a lot of goings on in the world of professional wrestling. And even we got to talk about folks criticizing the fans, professional wrestlers criticizing the fans. Yes, it has happened.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Yeah, boy.
It happens. So, yeah, a lot to talk about as the world of professional wrestling never sleeps. It is ongoing. There's no off season. So we don't stop. Every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time with myself, the Duke Devil 95, Matt, the Unbearable 773, and my co-pilot / partner for the show, Mr. Left Eye E.G.O. We're closing in on 800 subs. We want to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, if not sooner. And we definitely need to get the show monetized. So if you have not watching the show, I don't care if you're watching it all the whole time. Just have it on, throw on a little sound, and go clean the house or something. Get just viewing hours. It's what we need.
Exactly. And we try to make shorts as fast as we can after the show. So if you don't have time to watch the entire show, take a look at the shorts. They get the most fun or viral moments that we have on the show. So there's 2 ways to watch. It's either live, rewatch, or actually a third way, do the shorts. Either way, help us out with the watch hours on that too.
And the shorts are usually E.G.O's bad takes.
It's debatable. It's we're gonna archive it and play it back to see if that was E.G.O or somebody else. We're not really sure. Roman, dude, what you got, man?
Here, I'm going to show a couple last items here, just real fast.
Oh yeah, go ahead, dude. Yeah,
I just want to show them real quick. This is the 1997 X-Men Star Trek crossover comic.
Say what?
It has never been opened ever. This is Toys R Us store sealed. It comes with a pack of cards in here as well. And I saw it. I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, am I ever going to open? I don't know what to do. And then I also picked up, and this is a doll. It's not an action figure. I say doll because the clothes are removable. It is the collector's series serialized Captain Kirk from Playmates. And they had a Picard as well, and as well as a couple others. But I had to get the Kirk. Comes with a tricorder, communicator, and phaser. The stand I can feel in the box is pretty meaty.
Wow.
Meaty. Speaking of meaty, the Gem Hadar from Star Trek
not necessary.
is also meaty. So I just want to show those off real quick. This is actually going to come out of the box. I do have a place for this. I have a shelf. Cool. I've got a couple of other Star Trek things on. In fact, you can see it right there.
But Roman, why would you said it's a doll because you can remove clothing. Why would you want to remove Kirk's clothing, sir?
Well, if he had like the other jersey, like the the casual green one, it doesn't, but you can. Why? I myself would not, but can you? Yes. And then so this week coming up on the show on Thursday, 5 Pacific Standard, as we have been for now the last 4 years.
4 years.
We are going to be reviewing the very very strange 1974 Sean Connery movie, Zardoz. This is the red
Yes.
banana hammock loincloth thing where he's flying around in a giant head. This is the stuff of nightmares. E.G.O is going to be joining us that night as well. I'm really interested to hear his take. I have never seen this movie. I'm going to be watching it for the first time tomorrow. Ooh. And Shield won't just watch it. If you saw his comments, the people who made this were on a lot of drugs. So this is going to be a weird one. I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be strange. We've been talking about doing it for a while. It's arriving tomorrow, so I'm going to do all my screenshots and stuff. So this Thursday, 5 Pacific Standard, get your weird on. Come hang out for Zardoz.
I'm hoping that this becomes Roman's new fifth element, that it just becomes the brain rot in him, that we can just
oh no, that's just mean-spirited.
As for me, I'll be joined with JV, Matt, Brad, Dick Devil 95, and maybe Lawrence Knight if he makes this one for Wednesday nights overbooked. Talk some wrestling, and again, fantasy booking the Women's World Rumble. We're gonna see how that goes, because I did figure out how many women were gonna even be in this World Rumble, so I've got some actual work to do and breaking down numbers like a mathematician on here. JVS is a savant at this thing. Thursday, like Roman said, I will too be watching and reviewing Zardoz. I'm not gonna lie, I looked up that at work. I was glad no one was in there, because I would have had a lot of explaining to do. I almost threw the phone out. I'm like, whoa, hey, man, you got to put not search for work if you type in Zardoz, so you have images. I was confused. Yeah. So we got that coming up. At least our show for Ordinary Gains is TBD at this point, guys. I mean, either she's got. Yeah, well, like I said, I'll just announce it once we do it.
She's pregnant. It's basically that.
Yes, she's pregnant. That's really what it is, guys. It's trying to figure out a time that works. So we'll see what happens this Sunday, and I'm working on guests for the next Left Eye at Night. So I do know that one of the next ones I'm going to do is going to be a tour review for either the John Wick action figure or the Marty McFly one. So look out for those. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining us. JV and I are probably going to wind up getting back to watching some Monday Night Raw on a Monday afternoon.
Tape delay. Thank you.
Tape delay. Think of all the commercials you can get to skip now. That's all I'm saying. I'm saving you from that.
It's not the same live.
We'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys so much.